Hey, good morning. This is I'm on my way to the embassy for some work this morning. Today is Wednesday, the 26th. Talked to Amanda yesterday, and she said she saw my videos that I had posted on YouTube and sent to everybody, but she was hoping that I would take a few more videos of just stuff around Nairobi. So, kind of stuck in traffic a little bit today. This is pretty typical. This is the road that my apartment's on. It's actually about 7. What time is it? 7. A quarter after 7 in the morning. This is kind of one of the surface streets, not the main highway. We'll see what the highway's like when I get to it. But this is fairly typical for this time of the morning. It's moving, but it's kind of slow. So you can see some of the traffic on the road. People on their way to work. Yesterday, the teachers in the public schools started a strike. They're trying to get the government to agree to honor a wage agreement dating back to 1996. The government's saying that they just don't have money to pay the teachers. They're trying to reshuffle the government a little bit and find some money, but they've been on strike since yesterday, so you don't see as many school buses on the road today. This is just the public schools. Private schools kids are still going to school because parents pay for those schools. But the public schools are all on strike, so we'll see. Kind of creates quite a bit of burden on parents who are working to try to find something to do with their children during the day. So that's kind of the highlight in the news the last couple of days. What am I doing today? I need to get some paperwork taken care of at the embassy for Mom and Chris. We're going to finish up the house this week, cleaning it and getting it ready for me to move in. I'm supposed to be able to move in on Saturday and Sunday, so that'll be nice. This commute will be a lot shorter for me to get to the embassy because the house is up near the embassy. It'll be longer for me to get down to my office at CDC, which is on this side of town, but that's okay. What else am I doing today? I'm going to go visit. We have some training going on with the Kenyan military. Some small arms light weapons training going on this week, and I'm going to go and visit our instructors who are there later today. And then I'll stop by CDC on my way back to the apartment this afternoon and meet up with some other folks that we have in from Washington for meetings this week. And that should wrap up my day today, I think. You can see the traffic has us kind of stopped here. There's a traffic circle up here. A lot of traffic circles on the streets, the city was built by colonial British, and so you see a lot of traffic circles. The problem with traffic circles is when you have high volume, people don't obey the rule of the road at the circles, and things get crazy. So the Kenyan police have stationed officers at the circle to help with the flow. So while the traffic is bad, people complain about it as the most difficult thing to get used to in Nairobi. I find that the traffic police at least keep things predictable. When you're stopped half a mile from a circle, at least you know that the traffic police are there and that you will eventually move. It's not stopped because there's an accident or something that you don't know what the cause is. It's always just because of the volume of traffic. So it eventually it does move, and so that it gives a little bit of predictability to your commute. I feel. I find myself kind of sitting and opening a newspaper or magazine, turning the car off, and just waiting, and that's okay. That's what it is. You generally don't get to meetings on time, and that's accepted, and you either don't get to meetings on time, or you just spend a lot more time on the road ahead of time, getting to meetings and getting to activities. So I find you have less time in your day to really get things done because you're in traffic so much. Anyway, we're getting closer to the highway. We'll see what the flow's like there. It's a little early. I'm thinking I'm ahead of most of it, but we'll see. So I got to talk to Amanda last night. She was at Sion and Mike's with Mom. You could hear the babies chattering in the background. It sounds like everybody's doing well. Talked to David too. Of course, he's not been feeling too good lately, but it sounded like he was doing better. Here's some typical traffic here. Somebody's just decided that they want to be in my lane, so they start moving over. Now it's changing his mind. Nope, here we go. Which is perfectly acceptable Nairobi driving etiquette. And once you understand that, it helps with the frustration. There's more. The real challenge is the matatus, which are the little buses, little vans. There's one right here. Say hi. They're frustrating because they just do not care if they run into you because of the insurance laws here. So you just have to give them way. You know, they stop on the side of the road to pick people up pretty much unannounced. So you kind of learn where those places are. You just kind of avoid those parts of the traffic flow. And then when you've got one around you, you just keep your eyes open because they're very unpredictable. Or they're predictable in their unpredictableness, if that makes any sense. Once you kind of learn how they drive and what they're trying to do, you kind of learn how to stay out of their way. And I haven't had any accidents yet, so very pleased with that. I think most people that I know are surprised that I haven't. So here we're getting closer to the highway. You can see the traffic's moving a little bit better. We'll see if I can make up a little ground here. Some of the highway. This is heading down into the central business district of Nairobi, kind of downhill. You can start seeing some of the buildings, the taller buildings. There's a pretty sizable district down here with very large business buildings, and government administrative buildings, park areas down here, which is really nice and very unusual for an African city. See a lot of people walking to work. Just like other parts of Africa, people get around on their feet. Even the matatus are unaffordable for some people. Pedestrians on the road are really at the bottom of the commuter's food chain. Walking on the streets of Nairobi is a endeavor in taking your life into your own hands. So I try to be as courteous as I can, but you can tell that it's just not expected that you give way to pedestrians crossing the road or on the side of the road, or some of the motorcycles. Motorcycles are used pretty widely here. Whereas delivery vehicles, you see pretty large boxes on the back of some of these bikes. Businesses use them to get things from place to place with some kind of regularity because of the traffic. So they're cutting in and out of the traffic patterns all the time. But they're not used as widely as other places I've seen. When I was you go to Uganda, and some of you have seen the video of my ride on the Boda Boda. Many more motorbikes, motorcycles on the road there than there are here. I kind of wish they would adopt more of them here. Fewer cars and fewer buses would really help with traffic congestion. See some of the cities downtown. This is the beginning of the park area in here. Excuse me. But, and some congestion. This is about halfway through my commute. I need to now go from city center up to the north part of the city. So I probably still have another 30 or 45 minutes ahead of me, depending on what Uhuru Highway is like as I get to it. So some of the buses, no school buses today, as I said. The red tags you see on cars, license plates, are all diplomatic plates, so they all belong to foreign embassies. And they're all numbered according to the country they're from. So, for instance, my plates are start with a 29. That indicates I'm from the U.S. Embassy. Other countries have other numbers, and it's kind of interesting to keep track of them. Nice having a red plate. It means that generally the police don't stop your vehicle for inspections. What else? Anybody want to buy a newspaper? He's selling that newspaper is 2 days old, that one he has out. I talked to a guy yesterday. He was trying to sell me a day-old paper. I said, well, I've still got them. I'm trying to sell them. It costs about 50 shillings, which is, maybe 60 cents, the daily paper. There's somebody else. Any regular stoppage of traffic is a prime location for street vendors, so I'll typically pick up my weekly copy of The Economist. I can get that on the street, actually, for less than what I was paying in the U.S. to get it. So that's nice. I pick up a paper every once in a while. Here's one I got yesterday. It's always good to have something to read in the car because of something like this. See, I could just turn off the vehicle now and sit. There's a circle ahead, about a quarter mile up here. And like I said, traffic police are there, and they're stopping traffic in our direction so that traffic can flow in other directions. So I know it's going to move here eventually, and until then, I can catch up on my reading or something. So it's just a matter of getting used to the craziness here. Yeah, here you can see we're starting to move now. So see the motorcycles kind of cutting through the lanes. That's what I want to. Why I want to get a bike, because I'll still need to make this commute up down here to CDC 2 or 3 times a week, and I'm finding that I can't even plan my days so that I'm at the embassy one day and at CDC another. I'm going back and forth between the two, so that's actually a lot of fuel. So I think a motorcycle is going to be very helpful. And just fun, right? Oh, so here's some of the park. You can see the park kind of sits on the fringes of Nairobi University here downtown. It's a nice green space. You also find a lot of people just sleeping in the grass, drunks and homeless people, but it's nice. I haven't been in any other African city that's really had a downtown park area. We have a big stretch of it on this side of, this is Kenyatta Avenue that I'm on, and then another big section over on this side. They say it has as much acreage as Times Square, or in New York City. So we're stopped again. So I'm going to stop this video and see what it really looks like, and pay a little bit more close attention to my driving. And yeah, if this is interesting, I'll keep doing it. Amanda said she wanted me to stop and interview some people maybe. So I'll see if I can find anybody that's willing to do that. And keep making videos. If there's anything in particular you want to see, let me know. I'll move into the house this weekend, and I'll do a walk-around video for that so people can see the house and the yard and the neighborhood. I guess that's about it for now. All right. Bye.